Over the years, I've shown off the PCSX2 emulator a number of times, from comparing it to real PlayStation 2 hardware, to upscaling the graphics in PlayStation 2 games, or even getting the best frame rates possible thanks to the EE cycle rate overclocking feature. PCSX2 continues to improve over time, and now many games work perfectly when using the right settings and hardware combinations. With over 8,000 titles officially released on the PlayStation 2, many games will still need work before they are ready for prime time. Even so, I wanted to know, if I played many random games, how many of them would work well on PCSX2? To find out, I played over 40 titles. Most of them are games I never tried before making this video. I opted to make the games look as PlayStation 2 accurate as possible. No upscaling today, folks. The only thing I enabled was the EE cycle rate overclock to keep frame rates as high or as smooth as possible. Let's see how things go. Let's start with Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. For years and years, I've wanted to play this title on PCSX2. Every time I tried it, the gameplay was too slow and stuttery to be playable. This is still true when using software rendering mode. Thankfully, using the hardware rendering mode, the game finally works and works well. While I did not upscale the title, the EE cycle rate overclock kept it at 30 frames per second all of the time. Without question, getting to play this game on PCSX2 is a dream come true for me. I have so many memories playing this game back in 2006 on my PlayStation 2. Outrun 2 SP is the Japanese version of Outrun 2006 on the PlayStation 2. Using 480p and the software rendering mode, we can play this game pretty successfully. The last time I attempted to play this game on PCSX2 was in 2024. It would crash or run too slowly to be enjoyable. In 2025, in trying it again, there were brief stutters here and there, although not enough to be too concerning, thankfully. I'm a huge Outrun 2006 fan, and this latest build of PCSX2 shows why sticking with the emulator and trying newer versions of it can make a huge difference to games finally working. Next up, it's SEGA Rally 2006. It also works nicely with the software rendering mode. I loved the SEGA Rally games on the Sega Saturn and Sega Dreamcast for their great gameplay and fantastic soundtracks. I even played the arcade version of the second game recently. It was a lot of fun to play, especially when you've got a steering wheel and pedals. As for this game, it's fun with good handling, but the soundtrack is mostly bland compared to the previous versions and the graphics are blurry. I still recommend trying this title. Here's a Japanese title for you, and man, this is pretty insane. We have a 3D fighting game with giant characters taking on one another as the environment around them gets destroyed. There's no question about it, games like this are fantastic. Well, it doesn't play so hot with stiff and heavy controls, but the spectacle is awesome, and kicking my opponent through buildings never gets old. It works nicely using the software rendering mode. If you want to experience the madness that only the Japanese can bring, Using PCSX2 is a good way to do so. I played this for a lot longer than I should have. It was just mindless fun. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is next, and this is a hacked version called Definitive Edition. The game is a classic, and using the software rendering mode, the game played well for the most part. However, in certain instances I saw slowdown, and I was able to fix this using the hardware rendering mode instead. This is my preferred way to play the game. The EE cycle rate overclock was great during gameplay, smoothing out the frame rate to a mostly locked 30 frames per second. In cutscenes, the lip syncing was poor, and I'm not sure if this was always the case or if the overclock caused it. If you want to experience classic Grand Theft Auto at its best, PCSX2 will allow you to do that and then some thanks to this hack. Modellista is next, and this is a very interesting take on the racing genre. I love the graphics here, the shell shading look is fantastic. The gameplay is fun too, and Capcom really did give us a unique experience that I wish companies would do again. I used the hardware rendering mode and the game played well, hardly any problems and very playable. I'd love to upscale the title next time out. Even in native resolution, aka 480i, the graphics hold up well. Next, it's Demon Chaos. The PAL version of this game is just utterly insane. Battling massive waves of enemies is so impressive for the PlayStation 2. Apparently, over 65,000 units can be seen at once on screen. Granted, this game isn't the best looking and some of the special effects look cheap, but come on, this is incredible in action. The EE cycle rate overclock keeps the frame rate locked at 50 frames per second, and I used the hardware rendering mode. Despite everything, the title played well and I hardly saw an issue during my playtime. This is WRC4. WRC4 is a good game in the PlayStation 2 WRC games, and while not my favourite in the series, I still enjoy it for what it brings and improves on over WRC3. I found the game worked best using hardware rendering mode as it kept the frame rate high and seemed to exhibit far less slowdown than software rendering. I may have to try the 5th game out next time to see if that is also playable on PCSX2. Let's check out the Japanese version of Gran Turismo 4. We have 1080i or 480p support, but I went with 480p for this test. Using hardware rendering mode looks great and performs well for the most part. I did notice some minor slowdown on certain tracks such as El Capitan or Trial Mountain, but it was brief enough to be not too concerning. I know the George V Paris track is more demanding due to the lighting used and the special effects in question, but I couldn't test it for this video. You may also notice the game uses 16-bit color in 480p mode. If this looks odd or not to your liking, 480i resolution and utilizing at least a 2x upscale will help with the graphics. Now it's SEGA Rally Championship. The legendary arcade title got ported to the PlayStation 2 in 2006. It looks pretty good, sounds good, and plays nicely as expected. I missed the soundtrack of the Sega Saturn version, but I do appreciate having the arcade version at home on a console which is easy to access. Software rendering mode had slowdown problems, so hardware rendering was used here. It was pretty flawless and hardly put a foot wrong. I wonder how it would look if I was to upscale this to 4K. Here is Tekken 5. I used software rendering mode and the game was pretty much flawless. Smooth gameplay, almost stutter free and looking fantastic with 480p. Namco did a fantastic job making this title the best Tekken game on the PlayStation 2. By using software rendering mode, you'll also get great compatibility on Tekkens 1, 2 and 3 when played via Tekken 5. Arcana Heart 2 is a 2D fighting game. This sequel to the first game never left Japan. It's a shame because I had a lot of fun playing it. I'm using the software rendering mode for this game. It runs flawlessly. There's two things I don't like about the game however. The frame rate and gameplay slows down a lot, which is present even on real hardware from what I've seen. Luckily, the EE cycle rate overclock fixes this, as you can see from the side by side. The graphics seem to pixelate a lot during movement. I wonder why this happens, as other games I've played don't exhibit this phenomenon during gameplay. Regardless, I still recommend trying this title. Now, it's Dragon Sisters. We have a 3D beat 'em up game, and as a fan of Streets of Rage, I was looking forward to trying this game. As far as I'm concerned, this is a budget title. How do I know? Well, look at it for starters. A 2006 PlayStation 2 game should look a bit better than this. Then the gameplay starts and it's pretty average at best. I found out later that jump kicking can be exploited for comedic effect. Come on, look at this. Just incredible. Gameplay be damned, baby. If you are interested in trying this title, it works well using both hardware or software rendering modes. Right, I tested many more games for this video. With over 40 tested, there's plenty more to see. Enjoy the montage, listen to the sound quality, and I will catch you at the end.
To the left. Darn. Gum. Please give me some of your energy. Go. Bullet. Beautiful.
先手は俺が取る。あとは流れ次第だ。
要するに適当にってことじゃな。ごめんなさい。
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. That was tight. Let her rip. We've got the perfect weather conditions for a Grand Prix today.
AS の真骨頂見せるわよ。
You win.
My sword is the only thing I have left.
Battle 2. Fight. 「
wat mogelijk te houden in wel.
これだからしろ。
に来ましたわ。坂に来ましたわ。 かしら。それごめん遊ばせ。邪魔よ。
悪くない。
どこを見てるの？邪魔よ。 油断しちゃったよ。もうやだ。ごめんなさい。
If there's one thing we can take away from this video, PCSX2 is great for trying a lot of PlayStation 2 games in 2025. I know and recall a time when this emulator was not that usable outside of those who owned supercomputers and updates were slow. General compatibility was also low across the board. Starting in the 2020s, PCSX2 has accelerated its development, and now we have a fantastic emulator for our PlayStation 2 experiences. With it also getting love on other platforms, playing PlayStation 2 games is more accessible and better than ever. What do you folks think of PCSX2? Tell me in the comments, and I will see you soon.